Yes, people, welcome to another Chelsea live stream, also another Chelsea podcast on your Spotify podcast, episode 9. This is your Sunderland review. Chelsea 1, Sunderland 2 at Stamford Bridge today, Saturday, 25th October. 3 p.m. kickoff has now just finished. I'm joined here with my two special co-hosts, as always, Mr. Sindra and Mr. Alfred. We'll be hearing from them today. But to everyone watching and everyone listening, what has happened today? It was a good game for the neutrals for sure. It was end to end. I think both teams played decent and well. Sunderland obviously better, but Chelsea weren't that bad, I'd say, compared to other games that I've seen this season. But we didn't get the job over the line. Sindri, talk to me. What went wrong today?
Well, frustrating. Of course, conceded to another long throw-in for the first goal.
Yeah.
From Garnacho taking the opportunity from the counter-attack, slotting in the goal, and well deserved at that point. We really struggled to break down the slow block that Sunderland was playing. We dominated the ball, had almost 70% possession. And the second goal was just bad defending from Tosin and Chalobah. Like they're basically standing next to each other with in front of the halfway line with Brian Brobby behind them. He's standing on the line, which doesn't make him offside, and they just let him run. And one thing I think Enzo Maresca made a mistake today. He took off our best defender today.
Josh.
He took off Josh Archibong for Tosin. Like, Tosin is more experienced, yes, but I think Chalobah and Archibong at this point works better than Chalobah and Tosin. I don't feel like Chalobah and Tosin have the right connection and like right wavelength to communicate with each other, like without really speaking to each other where each other shall play. Because I think both of them are more comfortable on the right hand side of the pitch, while Archibong looks really comfortable even on that left hand side as a centre back.
Why did he come off though? I'm so confused. He saved Chalobah today as well in the game.
Yeah, like he's so quick, he's so physical, he's so good on the ball, he's brave in challenges, he goes in no matter what. He's 19 and he's already, in my opinion, our second best centre back behind Colwell, who is injured for basically the entire season. So I think that was the biggest mistake, because I think Archibong could easily gotten to the ball before Brobby did. Because Brobby, don't forget, he let the ball bounce a couple of times before he actually got it under control.
Yeah.
I think Archibong would have caught him up, because Archibong is quicker than both Tosin and Chalobah. And that was the biggest mistake I felt Enzo did today, was not to trust Archibong more. And he's talked about Estevao in the cam position, but in a game like this, I would say I would rather have Estevao on the right hand side and play someone else in that cam position than play Estevao in the cam, because he's not just really used to the physicality of the Premier League, and that's where the most physicality is in the middle of the pitch. That's where all the big, strong defensive midfielders are. That's where all the big, strong centre backs are. So then to have him there is not the best thing at the moment. So I get what Maresca wanted to try, but we needed to try and break them down. And don't forget, Estevao has a really good cross on him with that left foot. So then to maybe he could have like stopped the ball and whip it with his right hand foot, or try to do something against Renildo more. I would have liked to see that. But yeah, it just wasn't our day today. Like, we had chances, we had opportunities, but we just didn't finish them. And fair play to Sunderland, took us on a long throw in a counter attack, and fair play to them. They've been really good so far this season.
Yeah, yeah,
This makes the league so exciting because on paper we expect Chelsea to win, but it doesn't matter how good our team is, how much it costs, we can still lose games.
yeah.
And
As
we're
we've
still
seen.
a team that's transitioning and being built up. And Maresca can get things wrong, and this can happen. So I'm not saying Maresca in or Maresca out because we're still 29 games left of the season. And as long as I would say we lose this game and then we still continue our run until the end of the year and we still win most of our games, these games will be forgotten about at the end of the season if we qualify for Champions League, if we are up around top 4, top 3, top 2, if that's possible.
Yeah, I mean, it's a devastating loss. I mean, Alfred, we spoke positively on, obviously we were streaming last night on Twitch for FIFA. We've been talking in general for the last couple of streams. Chelsea going on a run, hopefully. Chelsea picking up important points, stay around, to see what Arsenal, Liverpool, City, what they do in the next couple of games. What did you make of today? I can't really pinpoint what we could have done different in my eyes. I just felt Sunderland were very organized in defense. I think they were, there was no space in the middle. We kept trying to pass side. It was too slow in the first half, but I get it. First half, I was on Blue Lounge's channel the other day. We had Neon there. He said, look, first half is the players' half, the second half is the manager's half. We have the team talk and we changed that, right? Second half today, didn't really see too much. But the first half was too slow in my eyes when it went 1-1, especially as well. So, Alfred, what did you make of the game in general? And what do you think went wrong? What would you have changed as a manager?
4 consecutive wins coming into this game. Chance to go second, and we lose at home to a fucking newly promoted team. I don't care how well they've been playing. I understand they had a good start to the season, but I don't give a shit. Because I really feel like this is a game we should have won, especially how we started. We started off with a quick goal, pretty quick goal.
Finally got an early goal. Finally,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, 4th minute, and you're thinking, "Wow, very nice start." We had some in our chat, saying 4-1. I would have, absolutely loved that, and it looked like it could very well have been 4-1 after such a quick start. You're thinking, "Oh, beautiful at home, early goal. Let's build on this." And in the end, we could not even get a fucking draw. I can't believe it. But I want to talk about one very important moment for me.
Mm-hmm.
Neto screwed up a pass to Garnacho that he should have very, very easily put him through. And
In the
you would
second
think,
half.
huh?
In the second half.
Was it? I'm pretty sure it was in the second half. Yes.
Yeah, from one of Sunderland's corners or something. It was a great counterattack where Neto picks the ball up from a clearance, I believe, from Caicedo or something, and then Garnacho is running alone in the middle, and then Neto hits a weak pass, like it falls behind him a little, so Garnacho has to stop up, and then it makes it easier for the one defender that's left for Sunderland to just block Garnacho's path, and then we should have utilized that one a lot better. So I agree with Alfred. That was a big viewpoint from the game that we messed up.
Yeah, and it could have been a game changing moment. That this game could have been completely different after that goal, and it should have very easily have been a goal. As soon as I saw all the space that Garnacho had, I said, "There's no way this is not a goal." You know, I could not believe when I saw that pass. And I wanted to ask also, do you think that Garnacho should have come off? Since we were talking about things that we could have done different.
Like we saw with Blue Lounge in the comments, the player was frustrated when he come off. Obviously, he got a goal. This was kind of his real main start, right, in the Premier League, where he's actually been given an opportunity. So I get it. Maybe he shouldn't have been subbed off, but what could we have done differently? If, were you going to take off Neto for Esteval? Would you have done that at that time? Would you have taken off Neto? No. So Garnacho isn't someone that plays week in, week out, right? He doesn't play every single game. So I don't know. It's a tough one.
I actually probably would have done that.
What, Neto coming off?
Yeah. I would have tried that, personally.
Personally, I would have taken off João Pedro today. I don't feel like this was his sort of game. And I would have kept Mark Gu on because Gu actually was he was a handful for the defenders because they always had to think about him lurking behind their backs. Like he was always standing behind two of the central defenders, just standing there. With an elbow, I don't think it really was elbow. It was more like his hand was on his throat, but it was more this part of the hand, not the elbow. So, and it wasn't really a hard hit or push. So it looks bad, but I don't think it really was a penalty. But
it's injury.
Yeah, that's my opinion. I've seen worse things happen on a football pitch.
True.
So it was, of course, it shouldn't happen. I agree with that, but it wasn't really that. Of course, it's uncomfortable to have something get on your throat. Of course, you will react to that. Yeah, but I would have rather taken off João Pedro because honestly, he did nothing this game.
Yeah,
he was, from the attacking players from the first half, he was the worst, and I would rather have kept Garnacho on because Garnacho was actually he was positive. He was always trying to take on Humes, I believe his name is, the Sunderland right back, and of course sometimes it didn't work, sometimes it did work, and I would have rather than kept Gittins on the bench and then say 85th minute or when he came on was a perfect time to sub him off for either sub Gittins on for either Garnacho or Pedro Neto.
But Gittins again, bro. Gittins again, like he was amazing midweek, right? But today, when I see him get on the ball, he just looks very raw. Like he looks like he can't control the ball properly. Like
sometimes he does, but I feel like he was okay today. Like he didn't get a lot of minutes to do something. But last game he started the game and played well.
Yeah.
So I would say give him more time. But I would have taken João Pedro on and kept Gui on. He didn't do a lot, but he was more positive than João Pedro and is actually a striker who can be a priority for the centre backs. Like they can't really push forward to go to Nesta or go to Nelson Fernandez because then they are afraid to leave the space in for a Mark Gu to run in behind, which is actually what we're missing. We're missing someone who can be that threat in behind so that they can't really sit deep without having the fear of a player doing a small movement in behind the central defenders. When a João Pedro is a striker, he's always dropping deep. We are missing Liam Delap, Mark Gu.
Could we have had Enzo go into that position with Lavia coming on maybe behind to stay back? So Enzo makes those runs into the box, right? He's always around that box.
Yeah. I would say that would have worked better for us because then they would have had something else to think about than us just passing it sideways, letting them sit in their block. So
yeah.
And for my two main mistakes from Enzo Maresca today was subbing off Josh Archampong and subbing off Garnacho and keeping João Pedro on. Like, I get it that when Mark Yui goes off, it's easier than to just move João Pedro up front. But to me, he isn't really a striker. He's more of an attacking midfielder. So he's to say, for this, I'm also kind of glad we actually missed out on a Xavi Simons or a Fermin or something like that. No, that Fermin is a quality player for Barcelona. Score a hat trick in the midweek.
Did he?
Yeah, when Barcelona beat Olympiacos 6-1. So these are comfortable players, but I'm glad we kind of missed out on Xavi Simons because we kind of have that second offensive midfielder behind Palmer in the team already, now in João Pedro. I think that will be his best position, not as the striker, the main striker. I would then have him as a second striker in that case behind a Liam Delap or a Mark Gui, if that's the case.
I mean, João Pedro's had it very rough for I think it's 10 games now.
He started really well.
But it's not his fault. I mean, we've got injuries coming in. He's had to play up top every single game where it doesn't suit his play. And I'm not saying you, Sanjay, but I'm saying everyone's gonna start to call him out eventually where he's not doing too well. And I don't really blame him at this point because
I get that he's struggling, but
it's difficult. Alfred, what do you make of João Pedro in general? I mean, look, he hasn't scored in quite a while now. I feel sorry for him.
Man, I'll be honest, he looks a completely different player lately to what we thought we signed, in the Club World Cup, for example. He looked so special. He looked like somebody who this season was going to be very dangerous for Chelsea. I actually had very, very high hopes for him, but he's just, he's dropped off, unfortunately. But, there's still time. I still have faith because of what I've seen, that he can do a lot better, and plenty of time left in the season. We're still in every competition as well, so we'll see how he goes. I'm very excited for Parma and Westerveld together.
I mean, Palmer's going to be out for another 5 weeks, I think, and then he'll start straight away.
But he'll be back.
Yeah, I mean, look, guys, we've got Wolves away in the Cup, of course, midweek, 29th, Wednesday, October. And then we head over to 3 Point Lane, Spurs. Yeah. This is a big game.
I think we'll bounce back.
Yeah, I mean, we need to definitely bounce back from that. And then we've got Wolves on an 8 p.m. kickoff on a Saturday, guys. 8 p.m.
Sadly, there is no Aussie coach for Tottenham, so it's not a guaranteed win.
You know what? I'm actually worried about these games, bro.
Thomas Frank is a good manager who has actually gotten Tottenham to perform better. So this is going to be a tough game on the 1st of November.
Tough game, 5:30 p.m. kickoff as well on a Saturday. Usually that game's on a Sunday. Blue Lounge, it's been poor confidence issue. Something's not right. Maybe there's issues off the pitch that affected him. As we know, man, we've been speaking about on your stream. No Liam Delap. It's affected him personally, if I'm being honest. He's had to play up top. No Cole Palmer now as well. They used to link up quite well. But maybe his game just doesn't suit Chelsea. We kind of predicted this was going to happen. There's going to be a lot of people starting to call it out eventually. And now the time is coming. I think it's 10 games now. I think the commentator did say 10 games, no goal. I don't know if there's no assist either, but definitely no goals in the last 10 games from him. So, it's not looking good. But we do have Spurs next week. We've got Karabakh midweek, the following Wednesday, of course. Early kickoff. Maybe that suits Sindre's work schedule as well. Unless he's still on nights.
I am on the night that week. So I will be probably eating lunch by the time the game Yeah, no, I will probably be done with dinner by the time that game's over because I forget that that's 1 hour behind me.
Oh wait, hang on. Our time is going back tomorrow. 1 hour.
Yeah, but so is mine. Mine
Oh,
goes
okay.
1 hour. Mine goes 1 hour ahead.
Wait, you go 1 hour ahead,
Yeah.
but we go 1 hour back though.
No, I mean 1 hour back. So we will
gonna
still be
say,
one. We will still be 1 hour in front of you.
Cool. I was thinking, what? That would be 3 hours in total in general.
Yeah,
But
no,
yeah,
it's still 1 hour. We're still 1 hour ahead of you guys.
that makes
So
sense.
yeah, so I will be done with lunch by the time that game start. But I will still come in because there's basically no other people at work at the time. So like we're 5 people. So I will jump in and join the stream and take 20 minutes off from work and take that as one of my breaks. That's no problem.
Yeah. No, definitely for sure. Let's wrap up, guys. Let's give your predictions for Wolves and Spurs quickly. Alfred, we'll start with you. Wolves in the Carabao Cup. Let us know your predictions for this game. I mean, everyone that usually plays first team should be rested, and then obviously give us your predictions for Spurs next weekend, an early prediction.
I think we'll beat Wolves pretty comfortably in the League Cup. Although we tend to make things difficult for ourselves in those cup games sometimes. But I'll say 3-0 in that game.
3-0 Chelsea.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And Spurs?
Spurs are going to beat us 2-1.
Sorry?
Spurs are going to beat us 2-1.
I've never ever heard you negative in my life. I think you've been drinking too much, maybe. That is the first. Sindre, have you ever heard of negative?
Sometimes yes, but it's been a while now.
Wait, he hasn't predicted a loss before, though. I don't remember him predicting.
Yes. It's a long time, I believe, but I'm not going to go through every single live stream we has had because there's quite a lot of them now, and all of them are over. Some of them are roughly half an hour between that, so it will be difficult to find somewhere where Alfred has predicted a loss. But I think for me, the Wolverhampton game will be difficult. I think a 2-1 to us.
Yes, Sindre.
We will see how it goes because I was overconfident about this game, which we're talking about with the scoreline predictions in the chat. I predicted completely wrong because I predicted us to score more than one and Sunderland to score less, but they scored more than 1 goal, so I was completely off. And I think Wolverhampton it's hard to say they're a better team on paper than Sunderland, but they're roughly the same. But I would still say that it's going to be a really tough game. We lost to them last year at the Molineux.
Yep.
So I believe Wolverhampton will win. Interesting to see the team that Maresca plays for that game.
Wait, did we lose? Isn't that when Madueke said that it's a shithole? No?
Was it 2 years ago when was it 2 years ago on Christmas when you went there?
Yeah. I was at that game.
Yeah. So that's 2 years. Okay, that's 2 years ago.
Yeah. Last year, Madueke scored.
Yeah. Where he accidentally posted that. Where he scored a hat trick. Yeah, one of the best game he had for Chelsea.
Yeah.
And Tottenham, I think I'm not gonna say 3, but 2. I think that's also going to be a 2-1 to Chelsea. We always enjoy playing at White Hart Lane or 3-point lane as we call it. It's not been. I think it's been a while since we lost at White Hart Lane.
Yeah, I agree with both of you. I think it will be a 2-1 either way, but yeah, Chelsea will see 2-1 hopefully. But I think
this is what I'm afraid of. We're coming off a team. We're coming off a game against a team that I think we should have beaten, right? Or at the very least gotten a draw. We lost at home, and now we've got to try and turn things around against a team that you know, we just been beating quite a bit recently, and I feel like, and obviously I hope I'm wrong, but I feel like, eventually they got to beat us. They're probably going to beat us as well, and I feel like it might be now, because I had a feeling when I saw all these fixtures, I thought we could either win all of them,
Going to run,
or it's just going to go to absolute shit.
Yeah.
And it has started off, unfortunately, absolute shit.
Yeah,
So,
that performance against Liverpool, we saw it all. We were on top. We were dominating. We were attacking. We were making chances. I mean, look, we did make chances today, but I wouldn't say it was all clear cut. But Sunderland just looked more clinical. They just had more ideas. They stuck to their game plan. And even when they went 1-0 down, they stuck to the game plan. You know, most teams fold, right? They start to open up more. They start to take risks. Sunderland were the same. They literally wait for that one chance. They got that chance from a throw-on, guys. This is something that, we're starting to see teams do more often. These throws that we're seeing, these long throws and stuff. So, another day I saw Reece James do a cross from a free kick. Cucurella on another day would have touched that in my opinion, front post. I don't know if you guys remember the second half. I think it was just one of those days where it just didn't go our way. But we cannot afford to throw away 3 points, especially at home. Away from home is a different story, but at home, we need to be setting an example of taking advantage of these situations where we're not playing our best, but we're still picking up points. I said it in my streams last couple of games. I don't really care overall about performance. Let's get the 3 points, and we take it game by game. And obviously, when you win games, you build confidence and you see a lot more better from the team in general. But unfortunately, hasn't helped that today. We were 4 in a row in all competitions, and we've thrown it away. Sunderland have
Liverpool.
Yeah, I mean, if Liverpool beat Brentford today, I think they go like 2 points or 4 points ahead of us.
Yeah, but they still have lost some games in a row now.
Oh, we've got the same losses.
Yeah,
At the moment.
They don't have any draws, so
it's a guaranteed win or loss for Liverpool at the moment. It's either lose or win. But yeah, we will wrap up here. Unfortunately, I thought it will be us three celebrating a win today on a Saturday, normal game kickoff. But Alfred, it looks like you're gonna have to get some bad sleep. And Sindre, I'm not sure what you're gonna do tonight. What you got planned tonight?
Well, eat dinner and just be on my computer, I guess.
And watch the other games, right? I think there's 2 games playing right now. 2.
I know 2 games started the same as us. It was a Newcastle game.
No, I'm talking about right now. 5:30. United are playing. I think Liverpool.
United are starting right now. The United Brighton are starting right now, and then it's Liverpool, Brentford at 8 p.m. UK time.
Oh, 8 p.m. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it's a late game kickoff for that game. So
cool. We shall wrap up here. Everyone tuning in, big up to every single one of you. Like the video, subscribe, and hit the notification. Download it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts will be out immediately in the next 20-30 minutes. I'm joined here today by my special co-hosts, Mr. Sindre, Mr. Alfred, of course, always tuning in for our streams. Obviously, it wasn't on day today, but it doesn't mean we can't bounce back, even though things are currently against us. But we'll catch you guys soon. I'm out. Cinder's out. Alfred's out. Take care, guys. Peace.
Peace, everyone.